This is extremely bad, Priam. I think we need to go back on the drawing board, okay? Go back on the drawing board and say we kind of messed up. Hey guys, coldbrew here. Welcome back to another raid video. I think I went a little bit too fast and made the decision to buy the Forge Pass yesterday when this was launched, and well, the other day. And I think that might have been a mistake because I went through and did the numbers on it, and it's bad. It's really bad. It's extremely bad. Obviously, I'm not a person like Saf who does the numbers like all day long, and he's like so much into it. But when you think about it for just a second, it makes no sense to go for this Forge Pass. At least at the moment, at least where we are in the game in terms of accessories. That is the big problem. The amount of luck you need is crazy. Let me just explain what I mean, where the problem lies. We have the first ever set through a Forge Pass that includes accessories. And this is the Rathalos set, all right? It's the big dragon, plus we also have the Rathalos champion in the game. And all of that together leads us to, you know, the opportunity to get a 9-piece bonus. The 6-piece bonus is great and all right? Fantastic. It's a little bit better than a Savage. You also get some crit rate. You also get some, I believe you also get some attack. Let's go over the set very quickly. And right after the 6-piece bonus, that's when things become interesting. That's when you're thinking, okay, I need to go a little bit heavy with the Rathalos set, and maybe we can pick something good. So I know I got a Rathalos ring today. There it is. There it is. Okay. There's the bonuses. 5% crit rate, 15% crit damage, plus 5% speed. And then once you go to the 4-set bonus, you get the Feel of Turn Meter, 10% crit rate, 6-piece bonus. You ignore defense on the AoE attacks, and then plus crit damage, plus speed, and the fantastic 30% chance to repeat damage dealt by AoE skills on the 9-piece bonus, which will be near impossible to acquire, guys. Near impossible to acquire. But let me just take you through the math in just a second, because I went ahead and did it. I went ahead and did the math for you guys. What is the chance to get the 9-piece bonus on one specific faction that you're looking for? Because we think about the sets like, oh, okay, it's a set. You're gonna eventually get the 6-piece bonus, right? That is, yeah, you know, very possible. It's like the protection gear, it's like the stone skin gear. Although we have those going on for about 2 years now, we managed to have 6-piece bonus sets easily. And even, you know, with the Hydra class, we also starting to get more pieces of accessories, but we get them very frequently. We get those very frequently. And let me take you through the math. Let's go and have a look. Click on the Forge Pass. Click on the get levels. I'm not going to pick them up, but how do you get the accessories in this Forge Pass? You get 5-star pieces from the free version, which is the top part. You get 5-star versions of some of the accessories, all right? 5-star banner, 2 of them. 2 5-star rings right here on level 10. I got those today. And then 2 amulets at level 17. And then 33, you get 3 random pieces. It can be 3 rings. It can be 3 amulets. And then 3 more here. 5-star epics at level 41. And that's basically it on the free version. On the paid version, the lower part, you get 6 stars. And it's, I believe, mostly legendaries. You get some epics, all right? Which is still good. A 6-star epic is still good. But you get mostly legendaries. I think you get 3 pieces here and then another here. So it's 6 legendary accessories. How bad is that, coldbrew? Well, if you click on get levels, you just see the total here, which is 22 pieces overall, plus the 2 I got today. It's 24 total accessories per 24 accessories per Forge Pass. A Forge Pass is in a rotating it's in a rotation at the moment. So we go Bolster, Defiant, Righteous, what's the other one called? Instinct, and now we have the Rathalos. So there's 5 different sets. if we assume they include this one every, 5 months, so it will be, you'll be able to get 24 accessories every 5 months. How's that gonna work? I don't know, Plarium. I think you went ahead and included these without the option of actually crafting for these, and it's kind of bad because my understanding is that you cannot craft any of these Rathalos pieces. Unfortunately, there's no charms here for accessories, which should have been included, in my opinion, in order for you to be able to craft accessories. That would have made this a much better set. And like if we craft a few of these right now, and the chances for a piece to be good, especially for accessories, is extremely low. Let's do a 10 forge just to see the normal gear. But this is for artifacts. Accessories are even worse in terms of stats and stat requirements. Okay, so we're forging here. Look at how many 5 stars I'm getting, by the way. And I included the 6-star rarity and the look at that, 1, 2, 3 pieces, 4 pieces of 6-star out of a 10 forge. Look at this. This is actually not bad. Crit rate, crit damage, crit rate there, crit rate, speed, and then defense percent. That's not bad actually, although this set is useful. No, okay, you don't get any attack here, so it's useful for both defensive based and attack based nukers. And I mean, you can still wear gloves and maybe even a helmet on a 5-star, as long as you're trying to get that bonus. So it's kind of okay. The problem is the lower part, so gloves, chest, and boots, in terms of how difficult it is for you to get it. So let's go over the math. I'm gonna be writing it down for you guys just to see and get an idea on how bad this can actually be. All right, and I also have the maths for it. So let's have a look. So guys, what are the basic math for this? Well, we have 15 factions. Okay, we're gonna go through a scenario in the end. We have 15 factions available. Let's say we're trying to get one of the factions, let's say the Banner Lords as an example. We want to get something for Rathalos. What are the odds are that we get a 9-piece bonus for Rathalos? We go, that's 1 out of 15. Every time you pick an accessory, it's going to be 1 out of 15 chance to get the faction that you're looking for. That's already extremely low. That's about 6%, 6.67% chance to get what you're looking for, which is extremely low. It's extremely low. It's like pulling a legendary out of a sacred shard from 1 sacred shard. How often does that happen? Not that often. It's 1 out of 15, almost like a 6%. So very low chance already. But let's say you do manage to get it. Then if you're opening one of this right here, okay? So in the Forge Pass, there are these things here, which it's a random selection between ring, amulet, and banner. So for that to actually be something that is worth it, the chances is lower. It's like 33% chance. It's 1 out of 3 to pick a ring, amulet, or banner. So if you don't look at that, and let's say you look at this, which is a specific selection of the accessory, which is the ring. Okay, we're gonna get the ring. Then it's fine. You have basically 2 chances there to be the 1 out of 15. So it's still okay, but let's say we're opening these, which are legendaries. Okay, these are legendary pieces, and let's say we're looking for a ring. Again, it's gonna be a 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3 to be 1 out of 3 to be let's say the ring. Okay, 33% chance for it to be a ring. And then for Rathalos, we're looking for an attack ring on the top primary bonus. Okay, so again, we're looking for it's attack, HP, or defense. So it's 1 out of 3 again. 1 out of 3 to be attack on the primary stat. Again, if we go down to the substats, we're gonna have different substats. So if it's an attack on the top, it's gonna be attack percent, HP percent, defense percent, HP flat, defense flat. So there's 5 different bonuses. But we only need to have the attack percent on one of the below substats. Okay, so it's actually 4 out of 5 chances on a legendary piece. that, you know, attack percent is there. There's also, you know, 1 out of 5 that the attack percent will not be included there, and you're kind of screwed. So it's a dead ring, basically. It's gonna be very bad. And then after that, let's say you're looking for at least a double roll on attack percent. That's of course gonna be 1 out of 4 times 1 out of 4 chance to get a double roll. Okay, so for that, it's gonna be 1 out of 4 times 1 out of 4. So it's 25% times 25% to get attack percent to roll twice. To roll twice, okay? Let's just have it like that. So already look at all the odds that you're going through to get a double rolled attack percent on a ring, okay? And I'm not even going to talk about ascensions because now we have the possibility to re-roll the ascensions on the ring. But it basically works the same way for amulets and banners, all right? It works basically the same way. But for amulets and banners, you have more options actually than just a 1 out of 3 for the primary, all right? Primary, all right? So it's still a very, very bad odds. So what is actually the odds in the end? If you multiply all that to get the actual odds, let me just tell you. I just want to note here that here it specifically says 2 legendary rings. So I'm not sure if it's actually coded here on the Forge Pass where you will get a guaranteed ring here. That is what this hints. But until I actually get to level 40, this might actually be 3 banners. So I'm going to assume it's only going to be 2 legendary rings as it's shown here. 2 legendary rings per Forge Pass, okay? So that's 2 rings every 5 months of the rotation of this specific one. So if we check it here, so it's going to be 2 per Forge Pass. This makes it insane because our odds of getting all of those specific stats that we're looking for is 0.3%. 0.3% is extremely low. 0.3% is 3 every 1,000. 1,000 rings. 3 every 1,000 rings will have at least a double roll on the attack percent. That's what it means, okay? Obviously, if you're not looking for that attack percent, then you won't care so much. So if you're gonna use any ring, then yes, of course, you'll get the 9-piece bonus. But I'm just stating on how this insane thing goes in the end. So 3 every 1,000, so it's 2 per Forge Pass to get 1,000 rings and to actually get 3 of them to roll with the attack percent. It's gonna be what, 1,000 divided by 2. That's 500 Forge Passes that you need to buy, and it's on a 5-month rotation. So it's 2,500 Forge Passes that are basically gonna go until you get 500. So it's about 208 years. My math might be completely wrong, but the basis is there. Okay, the basis is there. This is extremely bad, Playam. I think we need to go back on the drawing board. Okay, go back on the drawing board and say, okay, we kind of messed up including the accessories in the Forge Pass. We're gonna give you guys the opportunity to actually choose the faction that you want for the accessories. I think that would make absolute sense. It's the same odds that we always had with other areas where you're looking for an accessory, like, well, Farming Spider, but also here, these accessories that you can buy through the clown show. We all know how bad this is in order to get the stat that you want, the faction that you want, the star that you want, and the rarity that you want, okay? For specifically the revenge accessories. And this works the same way with any other accessories that we get throughout our journey. Merciless and the Supersonic. And then we also have, what's it called? The Stone Skin and Protection. So there's so many different sets in the game right now that we can possibly get on accessories. But accessories have an insanely bad RNG behind them. And I think this needs to be completely thought over again in order to make this a better experience for the players out there. It's not just buying the Forge Pass, honestly, which is showing how difficult it's going to be to actually get a proper 9-piece set bonus going. Because if you have bad substats, is that really worth the 9-piece, you know, going for the 9-piece bonus? Is that really worth it? The only thing I can think of is because the Rathalos set is gonna be so strong, because you'll get the additional 15% crit rate, additional 10% speed, then you can forgo, let's say, those good stats that you can get possibly from your ring and maybe your banner in order to get the 9-piece bonus. So you're not gonna be so strict, oh, I need the attack percent to roll there. But in my head, even that 30% damage will still need to be thought of, because let's say you lose out on the attack primary on the banner. That is a huge damage loss that you'll get. You know, you'll lose about 350 attack, I believe, is on the primary. And then on the ring, again, lots of attack that you can possibly be losing for that just 30% chance to get a repeat on your damage. So 1 out of 3, you'll get 100% more damage. 1 out of 3. So is that worth it? It depends. I think for like very prolonged fights, this will actually show to be way more impactful, especially if you have like a lucky streak of AoEs, especially with Trunda. Imagine Trunda doing a double burst on her AoE skill. And I'm not sure how this works on Trunda, because she's also coded, I think, a little bit different on her A2 being not exactly like an AoE attack. I think it's coded like a single target. I'll actually send a message to Saf with all of this and see if he makes a following up video. He puts in the time to do that. But it's actually, maybe we can do it like a collab. I'll message him now and think about this through. But it's, yeah, it's bad. It's worse than I thought. I got excited and I just bought the Forge Pass. I know, guys, it's all RNG in the end with this game. It's just randomness with everything that you do. But yeah, this is gonna be very interesting until we can actually get proper, you know, 9-piece set bonus for this one. For the other Forge Pass, passes that we have, I mean, getting the 2-piece bonus, the 4-piece bonus is extremely easy, especially the 2-piece bonus. But getting a 9-piece bonus now to get the complete thing becomes like a real struggle. And I don't think they'll skip on adding any of the other sets into their rotation. So let's say they're gonna do, maybe they'll do this for 2 months in a row or 3 months in a row until their collaboration ends, and then they'll include it on every 5th month. But yeah, it seems to be like a very, very bad decision to make, especially if you're somebody who's not going to be buying the Forge Passes that often. So you're better off actually maybe buying some other set than this one. You're maybe better off buying the Instinct set or the Defiant or the Bolster set, which give you more value to all of your champions rather than your damage dealers, strictly your damage dealers, okay? Instinct set is, again, your damage dealers, but Bolster, it can even be used on some damage dealers like HP based damage dealers. So you have that in mind. Overall, yeah, the odds are crazy low, crazy low. That was it for today. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.